Hello, this is Jorge Alfano for Oneness TV. Today we are sharing with you Andean Quest, the third episode of Andean Quest, which is related today to the seven rays. We're going to be talking about the ancient school of the seven rays and how it got to be at the core of the teachings of the Andes. When the Lemurians came, they came through Rapa Nui, the eastern island. They came from Mu. They came wearing the colors of the seven ray school. The seven ray school is the knowledge of the progression of the seven rays, like the rainbow, manifested in music, manifested in musical scales, and absolutely everything. We can find the structure of seven. This was taught by the ascended masters from Pythagoras to Saint Germain. This you can find in the Sufi teachings of Gurdjieff. You can find this in Buddhism with the rainbow spirit, the rainbow consciousness, and all of this. This is present in our everyday life. The Seven Ray School was a manifestation of the truth of creation by the creators. Is present in everything that we do. It's very important that when you come to Cusco, which is the belly bottom of the world, that's the name in Quechua, Cusco, you will see the flag of the Seven Ray School, because this is the flag that they left thousands of years ago, the founders of the City of Light, Tiwantisuyo. Very important that we understand the concept of why is this seven ray school embedded into the Andean teachings. As the knowledge of the universe keeps evolving, also our comprehension of nature and human nature keeps evolving. And when we observe the different talents and the different characteristics of our personality, there is an infinity of characters that could be harmonic, they could be in accordance to each other, or they can be antagonistic. These are creations that are made naturally in a progression, as we said before, of the seven rays. Each personality belongs to one particular ray, and that's what we are going to explore today. Every ray has a particular musical scale that is a mathematical progression, codification of frequencies that will allow us in our state of consciousness to progress into ascension. This ascension is very important to practice every day, so we can be awakened to a higher reality in a way that we can actually progress, and by improving our personality, by improving the way that we live our life. So in this search, I think one of the keys to open the understanding of human nature, it is very important to understand the progression of the seven rays. Many teachers and masters and divine messengers have explained this to us in many different ways, but also this has been hidden from us because it gives a lot of power. When you are aware of this, you can understand the truth of each person. If this person is being truthful to you, or they are manipulating reality, not only people around you, but in a society. When you start awakening these higher senses, you are able to judge by yourself and not being dependent on information that is not particular to you. So maybe one of the most I would say important aspects is to recognize how these rays affect us, and how these a ray means a frequency of energy, A ray is a frequency of creation that is continuously invoking in you and in other persons different attitudes, different stimuli for your brain and your emotions. So if we leave this randomly, if we leave this to happen just because, it will be very difficult for us to be independently awakened. Otherwise, we live into a mass of ignorance and unconsciousness. But when we start working on these aspects of our personality, of our system, we have more access to our essence and allow this essence to use the personality to manifest the greatest energy of all, which is love, which is the creation on earth. So as co-creators that we are, we need to be prepared to manifest this on earth through whatever gift you have, whatever is that you recognize on yourself as your gift. You have to tune your system. You have to become more and more fine-tuned, like a good musician that practice every day to perform the music beautifully. You are the same. You have to tune yourself through the 7 rays to understand how you can function better in this paradise. So for that, we have to understand that each ray has different qualities, different types, different impulses. It has a different method of teaching, a different method of realization, a different points that you have to work, like your weaknesses, your suffering, which one is the color and the art and the stone actually that influence the presence of this ray in your life. By understanding this, you move into a different level of consciousness. You are integrating this into your brain. You are remembering how your pineal gland creates all these different rays of colors between serotonin and melatonin, these vapors that have different colors, and they are breaking the crystallization around your pineal gland by just remembering this and creating enough space for the pineal gland to become creative again, to give you balance, to give you perspective, intuition into the higher powers that are dormant in your brain. So this also will help us for the brain to keep young and to keep actually making the right connections between the different circuits that need to be awakened. The neurotransmitters, they will be stimulated by the understanding of the 7 rays. So there is a lot of work that could be done through this, but you have to understand that the 7 rays are frequencies of vibration, of higher consciousness that are very subtle. Of course, you cannot practice this in an environment that is not conducive to this. This is within your inner sanctuary. You have to relax, you have to become aware of your personality and your essence, and how there is things in your personality that are trying to stop you from becoming more aware of your essence. So the work on the 7 rays, on the sideways from the chapters before, are made to help you remember this sanctuary, to help you work on yourself, on becoming more aware of your essence, so you can control your personality by becoming impersonal, by becoming more and more on service of the greatest love, this energy that we always talking about. So today we are going to exercise and to practice the 7 rays. This knowledge is an ancestral knowledge. I'm not inventing this. I didn't read it in any book. It was transmitted to me. It was given to me by different masters from many different schools. And so we actually put together this exercise for you, and where we are going to talk about the quality, which is the form of action, we're going to talk about the type of the ray, which is the character that the personality assumes. The impulse, which is the objective or the purpose of existence within this dimension, this third dimension. That's the impulse. The method of teaching, it is the form to communicate the knowledge. The method of realization is the form that you apply your personal discipline. Then you have your weakness, which is the work that you need to do within your sanctuary, the work that you need to understand, that you need to improve. Then there is the suffering, which is the suffering is what is going to purify your essence. The color, which is your energy mark, it's your characteristic. Then the art form, which is the form of expression of your essence. And then the crystal, which is very important, since the crystal represents the crystallization of your energy, the battery where you can resonate and charge with that particular type of stone. So we are going to do the first exercise, which is the first ray. We are going to give you the qualities and all the lists that you're going to see on the screen, and we're going to give you the music to concentrate and to become more attuned and to tune yourself to see if you belong to this ray and what qualities you can pick up from this ray and learn more about it. So this is the first ray. The quality is power, will, leadership, and courage. The type is the explorer, the leader, and military. The impulse is to conquer and to find a higher reality, to actually conquer. The method of teaching is direct, it's raw, it leaves the student by itself. The method of realization is concentration of the will. The weakness is where you have to work. It's your egotistic rigidity. The suffering is to become overwhelmed and also to be humiliated or to be under somebody's orders. The color is white, almost electric blue. The art is dance, is the creator of dance. The gem or stone is a diamond. And here is the music for the first ray. Just look at the qualities and concentrate on the music. As you come back from this first exercise on the first ray, we are going to explore the second ray. The qualities of the second rays are love, universal love, knowledge, intuition, and union. The type is to be a wise man or a wise woman, a healer, a teacher, a lover of humanity. The impulse is to save, to illuminate, to teach, to share, to serve, to heal. Method of teaching is to share the wisdom, the happiness, and to initiate. Method of realization is intuition, perception, and no resistance. The weakness is sentimentalism, sensuality, and lack of practicity. Suffering is your solitude, coldness, to be cold, to be judgmental, and treason. The color is yellow, golden. The art is music, harmonization, preservation of the arts. Gem is a sapphire. Here is the music for the second ray. Take a deep breath. Coming back now, we are going to explore the qualities of the third ray, which are qualities, comprehension, mental power, and adaptability. The type are philosophical, ambassador, diplomatic, astrologer, economist, judge. The type is creative activities and to understand. The method of teaching is adaptation to the individual. Method of realization is the sequential thought, meaning to understand the realization. The weakness is indecision, coldness, cruelty, to see many different sides of things. That's the weakness. Suffering is incompetence and rigidity, and to be rigid, and indignity. These are the sufferings. The color is green emerald. The art is poetry, which is mental music. Literature and oratory. And the gem is emerald. Here's the music for the third ray. Take a deep breath and meditate on these qualities. Coming back now, we are going to explore the fourth ray. The qualities are harmony, stability, beauty, balance, and rhythm. The type is artistic, a mediator, and is a link and a good interpreter. The type is to embellish. Method of teaching is to be dramatic to teach through beauty. Method of realization is the perfection, the physical perfection, and enchanting, and to be dramatic. The weakness is to not to be secure, change of humors and sensuality. The suffering is the frustration of not expressing perfectly. Colors is bronze, art is opera and synthesis, and gem is jasper. Music of the fourth ray. Take a deep breath and meditate on these qualities. Coming back now, we are going to explore the fifth ray. It's important to realize that our state of consciousness is not the same than when we started this exercise. The fifth ray is very important. The qualities are the analysis, logic, patience, and to be exact. The type are mathematic, scientific, lawyer, alchemist. The impulse is to discover and thirst for knowledge. The method of teaching is diagrams, details, graphics, development. Method of realization is the experimentation, observation, investigation. The weaknesses are to be proud, to be small-minded, to be critical, materialistic, and too proud. The suffering is to be mentally exhausted when somebody make a mistake and is pulled on, and also to be put down. That's the suffering. The color is yellow lemon. The art are painting, and the gem is topaz. And the music of the fifth ray will allow us to understand these qualities better. Take a deep breath. We are going to explore the sixth ray, which is also coming up to a higher level of consciousness. The qualities are enthusiastic, devotion, to be loyal, and concentration. The type is to be a saint, or a mystic, a martyr, a server of humankind, and a loyal friend. The impulse is to serve, to be in service of the cause. A method of teaching is inspiration. Method of realization is concentration on one point. The weakness is impulsive, to be intolerant, fanatic, over-emotional, and sensual. Suffering is treason, to be misunderstood, to be misjudged. and to be melancholic. The color is pinkish fire. The art is architecture, which is frozen music. Gem is the ruby, music of the sixth ray. Now we are going to explore the last ray, which is the seventh ray, and it's also bringing us to a higher frequency. The qualities are grace and precision, dignity, splendor, and beauty. The type is a priest, a magician, and a gentleman. The impulse is to take care of things, to be able to synthesize. Method of teaching is sacred language and drama. Method of realization is organized synthesis. The ability, the weaknesses is to be formal, power, political, use of people, and extravagant. Suffering, humiliation, frustration, to be violent and critic. Color is purple, and the art is sculpture. The gem or the stone is amethyst. This is the music of the seventh ray. Take a deep breath and meditate on his qualities. Having complete this exercise of the seven rays will give us a sense of a higher consciousness, a perception of a world that is invisible to many other human beings. A world that once we enter, it will give us a lot of perceptions and a lot of gifts for our development, for our ascension. Each ray contains qualities of the others. Nothing is completely separate. One thing fusion into another. So it's very important to realize that we have to be flexible as the bamboo. We cannot be rigid. We break. If we are rigid, we crack. But by being flexible in our concepts, in our belief systems, in what we know and what we don't know, it will allow us to be more tolerant and to learn more of ourselves. We are born perfect. Our essence is pure light. We are the photon inside the light. So we are just trying to remember and use this outfit, this brain, and these organs and these emotions to understand what are we doing here and our part in this amazing universe. So with these words, I leave you till the next chapter very soon here in Andean Quest. This is Jorge Alfano for Oneness TV. Thank you.